Welcome back, my darlings, and now another instalment of sorting out my van. So now I've been waiting around for a while for a few bits to turn up, namely the water tank and the gazebo, and just behind here the generator. They're all the really big things, along with the wetback, that I kind of need to fit. There's loads of other stuff obviously, but those are the big things I need to fit and build around. And in the time, I've been getting some inspiration from other people's fit outs on Facebook, so I'll put some pictures of those up in a minute. You can see what they're like. Some great fit outs and some good inspiration from there. But what I'm going to do to start with is with this water tank. I'm going to fix it down with some ratchet straps and then box it in. And I'm going to box it in with various pieces of timber. But I'm actually going to build some sort of shelving above it as well, because I've always wanted to have it that the gazebo is kind of mounted above that and stored there. I'm lucky, I didn't know this was going to be the case. When it turned up, it is probably, the gazebo in its case is probably only a couple of inches shorter than the width of the van. So that was more by luck than judgment, I have to say. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to build out a gap underneath to put in the step up, and then a gap on the top, but that will have in the side panels. So it'll be all good. Gotta get on with it, haven't I? So, sit back, watch, and enjoy me make possibly a hash of this. Okay, so I've just been doing a bit of the old measure twice, cut once, and I'm glad I did, because when I did the previous measurement of the gazebo, I did it in the middle, and it's actually thicker at either end where the feet are and the helmet and the framing is that collapses in. So I'm glad I did that. So it's going to adjust what I was calculating there. It's only out by 5 centimetres. Well, it's actually only out by 3, but I want the space, so I've actually upped it a bit more as well. So I've got the space in the van. I've got a height of 110 available, and I'm going to do, 130 available. I'm going to do 110 in the height for the shelving. Give me a bit of the wiggle room in there as well, which is cool. Okay, so what I've done is measure out the bottom battens so far, and now I'm measuring out the verticals. I've got the side here, and they will make a lot of the side struts as well for boxing on the side, and I've got some other thinner timber again for making the shelf struts. I've got to try and take up too much space with it all. Anyway, this is the same width as this timber, so same across here, but it's not as deep as this. I think this is 25 mil, this is 32 mil. This is basically stopping the tank moving around at the bottom and screwing into the deck. I've seen a lot of other builds and they've been using studs, so they're way bigger than this, thicker, deeper, but space is a premium in the van, and I know this is not going to be the only thing restraining the water tank. So there's ratchet straps. I'm very likely to put some brackets on the side of this and bolt it through into the bulkhead using probably nylock nuts and washers and stuff, probably M5 bolts I think, or M4. M5 might be alright, but it depends what the brackets can take. Ratchet strap it down into these load bearing rungs, which is cool. Screw the wood frame into the base here. And then the other thing, this is the real big difference. Those are not going to be the only anchor points. So you can see here I've got these wheel arches are boxed in. What I'm intending to do basically is build out all the boxing around here, all the framing around here, off of this and kind of connect the two things up. So the load, there might be a brace going across the back here between them, and there'll certainly be fixed points across the top of this, because I'm probably going to take these storage bins off. I will reuse them. This one's all rusted and stuff, so I need to repaint that with a bit of hammerite anyway. But yeah, those are going to use them. I'm going to take them off. I'll probably put some fixing points across the sides here that this can then all kind of attach to, but I want to try and build it in like a modular way so they'll connect to it or lean up against it, but may not. Right then, so I've now got 2 frames built up like this with the centre support in there, and this is, you'll probably see the way these are stacked up. You've got the gazebo on the bottom and the step up on the top. Actually, when it's in the frame, it's going to be the other way around. So the next job is to get these things fixed in. But to do that, I need to make sure I've got the water tank in the right place. And to put the water tank in the right place, I need to see how much space I need to put in the pressure washer. Now, useful thing is, I'd be able to take the reel off the top to give me the space I need to be able to fit this in down that side. That's where the tap out of the water supply is going to be, so I want to fit this down there as well. I don't mind if the most optimal way is to fit, sorry that was loud, is like this, and then I have to move it out to use it, if that means the better setup. Or if I can have it side on and I can just have it plugged in all the time, and then that's fine. So, not too sure on that front yet. Gonna have a little play, see what looks best. But it is a case of that the tank won't be mounted centrally, it will be slightly offset. But what I want to have is enough space on this side of the tank here to be able to, in the future, build some shelving on the side, some racking for some bottle holders and stuff like that. So the plan is, I need to lay this out, work out where it's going to sit in here, and then after that I'll be able to screw down, ratchet down the tank, screw down the frame, put some additional battens on the side to reinforce it and kind of just finish it, and then also put in some ply on the shelves. And I will probably put some plastic edging on the lips of the ply because I'm going to be sliding stuff in and out. I don't want that to splinter and snag. But first, getting it all laid out. So back in the time lapse now, watch a bit of that. Alright, so what we can see here is that this ratchet strap, when at tension, is in front of the frame, and that's how I threaded it obviously, but it's preventing the frame from sitting flush. So what I'm kind of expecting to do is, once I've screwed this down, is the ratchet strap will come out behind the frame. And that's what's going to have to happen really, otherwise it's not going to fit inside. I thought something like this might happen, which is absolutely fine. I still think this will fit up with the bulkhead as well. You can see that's not quite straight at the moment. It will come forward basically to about here, really, which will mean there'll be just enough space for that to loop round behind. And yeah, take the strain, so it's good. But the straps are working, proof of concept's good. So now is to take these out, take the straps out, move that out, screw this back one in, do the same on the front, then ratchet it down. Then I will be able to go and measure up for the ply across the top of the tank, which is up here. Measure up for some ply across there and across here. So that'll be another shelf in there. That's the one, that'll be where the step up goes, and this will be where the gazebo lays across the top. Okay, well I'm done for this episode. Anyway, I don't want to issue the immortal words of that ain't going nowhere and it falling everywhere, but it is well secured. So what's next? I need to put some battens down the side of the tank, either side, to help box that in. I need to get some ply to put across the shelving, and I then need to look at this and work out what I'm going to do here. Also need to put some wedges on the bottom either side, just at the very bottom, to stop the tank sliding out. Give every opportunity for it not to move and not put stress on the timber. So that will put the stress into the floor, which is good. Now these wheel arches, I need to understand what's boxing this in, what material is behind that. Luckily, this side looks like it's been out before, so I'm going to take that apart. But this will all be in the next video. Take that apart, see what I've got to screw into, work out how I'm going to store this, take the generator out of the box. Now I know the generator's box only goes up to here, so that's definitely going to fit in this space. Where in fact it might have to come out of this box. Either way, I need to design what's coming here and work out how to fix this to whatever I put in here. It's pretty close. There's only about a couple of inches between the frame. And this bit. It's not going to be difficult. It could even be some just like chocks on here, you know, the extra bits bolted on. It will just buffer it up. I'm not sure yet. Going to work that out. But the first bit of the next thing will be finishing off the boxing into the tank. I may put some ply on the front of this. I may leave it open. I'm not sure yet. Yeah. But there we go. That's all the effort to box in and ratchet in that water tank. Looks pretty sturdy to me. Let's see. So thank you very much for watching. I know this will be a pretty long one. Hopefully it's of interest, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much.